Let me now show you some of the advanced things that you can do with the Scene Launcher. One of them is the ability to run a script every time you press a launch button. In order to activate that behavior, you have to go to the Scene Launcher settings, to the Scenes page, and press on the Enable Scripting on. When you do that, a new column will appear, allowing you to enter here strings that will be executed as scripts. So let's try some simple one-liners, for example, print X and print Y. When you do that, every time you launch the scene, that script will be executed. You can tell in my text port on the right. These expressions can be anything Python allows. You can also do longer expressions like this one. Furthermore, you can trigger things that live on the same level as your scene launcher. So for example, if I create a new text DAT, I can type here a more complicated script. For this demonstration, I'm just going to print the end of Python. So let's invoke that from this level and call it when I launch my scene 3. So here you see the end of Python. Okay, as you can see, the scripting allows you to algorithmically compose things per scene. So this is extremely powerful. I hope you can appreciate that, given that you can have a sequence of various scripts that execute as your piece progresses. And you can furthermore, in combination with the actions, create very interesting algorithmic behavior. You may remember that the elements container, for example, allowed you to pass some timing information to the system. The Scene Launcher also allows for this. If you go to your settings and go to inputs, you see that there's a transport field available for you. So let's connect, for example, a bit chop. This could be a bit, an Ableton Link, or some timing coming out of TDAbleton, as long as it has the required channels, which are, like we saw before, the bar, bit, sixteenths, and BPM. This gets called for you automatically when you plug them into the Scene Launcher, into the transport field. So now we have done this. You see there's a new field here, it says transport, with some timing information and 2 controls for quantization and some number. What this does is that allows you to quantize the triggerings of your scenes based on some target bit. So we'll count from 0. The first bit is 0, second is 1, third is 2, and so on. So what really we expect here is to pass one number representing one of those bits, so that when you trigger your launch, it will wait until that bit to be launched. So for example, if now it's 0 and I enable quantization and I launch my scene 1, it will wait until it reaches the first bit to be launched. I'll do it one more time. If I change the target bit, then it will wait for a different one. So let's say I want to wait for the third bit. So I'm going to type here 2. If I launch the first scene one more time, now we're going to wait for the second or third bit. Alright, I hope that is clear. It's pretty straightforward. Furthermore, once you have a transport attached, now you suddenly can change the units on which you express your time for the morphings. So if you go to scenes and go to lengthening, you have 2 options in addition to the seconds, which is bits and bars. If you choose bits, now you have a new column that appears that says unit. This unit refers to this length in specification. So if you type 2, that means 2 bits. So this will take 2 bits of the given transport to morph to that given preset. So if I choose 1, it will be just 1 bit. Let's test this out. That's 1. If I increase it to 2 bits. If I increase it to 4 bits, that will be the whole bar. And I want it to quantize. So I start and sync. There we go. Let's do it on 0 so it's more clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So as you can see, this allows you to enter things with a different time scale. And if we choose bars, this refers now to a whole bar. So this whole 4 bits. So if I say 1, that means it will wait 4 bits. If I say 2, that means that it will take 8 bits. And as you can tell, the length is automatically scaled for you to be represented in seconds, allowing you to move across these 2 different units as you wish.